Hey guys, Eric Sargent, General Manager at Ed Martin Toyota in Noblesville, Indiana.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Ryan. I'm a Master Diagnostic Certified Technician here at Ed Martin Toyota.
Today Ryan's going to install a Terrain Tamer LC250 lift kit on this brand new 2026 Land Cruiser.
Let's get started. Alrighty, so starting here with our parts list for our Terrain Tamer lift kit here. We're starting with our Terrain Tamer upper control arms here. These are going to change the angle of your upper ball joint just slightly to compensate for the lift that we're putting in. This is looking really good. It's got OEM quality, very solid paint job as well. Bushings are looking fantastic. Moving on here, we got our rear Terrain Tamer shocks as well. So these are manufactured by OEM manufacturers. So quality looks very good. The paint's on point. I'll go ahead and give a review once I've driven it for the first time. Moving on to our progressive coil springs here. So as you can see, the coils are closer together towards the top, further apart towards the bottom. So that's going to give you a little bit more smooth spring travel versus stock, as well as a little bit extra spring weight. So with these kits, they come with light, medium, or heavy spring weight. You go all the way up to 1,000 pounds, all the way down to 220. With this kit, we're putting in lightweight springs. So we're going to be holding about 220 pounds of extra weight on here. Here are our front Terrain Tamer shocks as well. They do come as complete assemblies with this kit, so you can just swap them out. These are also looking like OEM quality, like they've been manufactured by the same guys that make our OEM Toyota stuff. So definitely trustworthy as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff thrown on and take it for a drive. Alrighty, so now that we got our OEM front shock absorber assembly out, so this is shock, spring, and mount, we can do a quick height comparison as well as a spring comparison here. So as you can see, our OEM spring, the spacing is the same all the way up the coil, as opposed to our Terrain Tamer here. So we got 2 or 3 coils that are very tightly spaced together. As we come down, we got a little bit more evenly and then a little bit tighter here at the bottom as well. So that's going to help with smoother progression of the shock. As you can see as well up here, we got about a 2.5, 3 inch difference up here as well. So that's going to lift our vehicle up about 2.5 inches once it's loaded. So I'll go ahead and get this guy thrown in, give you a quick look at what it looks like when it's in. Alrighty, so we pulled our OEM upper control arms here. We're going to compare them to our Terrain Tamer aftermarket ones. So I'm going to lay this over top just to show you the difference between here. So we've extended the upper ball joint this way and out just a little bit, as well as extending the ball joint engagement downwards. So that's going to compensate for our 2.5 inch lift that we're putting on this guy today. Comes with new hardware, comes with our shim spacers to make up for any differentiation in the casting here on the upper control arm. Looking really good. The paint job looks fantastic. All the OEM mounting points are already still there. I mean, it even comes with rubber stops to make sure that everything goes where it needs to go and there's no damage during shipping. So looks good. Let's go and throw this on. Alrighty, so now we have our front suspension complete on this Terrain Tamer kit. Just going to give you a quick look around of what it looks like with it all installed. Here we got our aftermarket upper control arm. It says Terrain Tamer right here. Looks really cool. Paint job looks really good. The one thing to include in this kit, comes with it, all the hardware as well, is this wheel speed sensor harness relocation bracket. So that just extends that wire backwards. So when you lift it and you're at full travel, which we're at right now, you won't be stressing on your wheel speed sensor wire right here. So good news, that comes with the kit. Everything's pretty comprehensive here. We got our OEM installation points for our wheel speed sensor harness on top of the upper control arm. Moving on here is our shock and coil assembly, fully installed, everything's tight. So this is looking really, really good. I'll go ahead and drive it see how this feels compared to OEM. Alrighty, so now that we got our front taken care of here, we're gonna move on to the rear. We're gonna replace our coil springs and our shocks, so let's get right into it. All right, so unsprung, here's our OEM coil spring and our Terrain Tamer coil spring from the kit here. So we have about 2 inches of clearance on this spring, as well as you can see, just like in the front, we have our progressive coils as well. So it's gonna give us a little bit more smooth engagement, as well as supporting some extra weight better if you wanna put like a steel bumper, a swing out, drawers, stuff like that. That's where our heavier weight springs would come in, all the way up to 1,000 pounds, like I said earlier. But we're gonna go ahead and get this guy thrown in, as well as our shocks, and we'll be done with the rear. So that concludes our install of the 250 series Terrain Tamer Land Cruiser lift here. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe. Link is in the bio for all of the purchase options for this lift as well. After taking it out, test driving it, drives fantastic, absorbs shock better than the OEM stuff does for sure, while maintaining that OEM quality. So this is definitely a good option if you think about lifting your 250 series. Feel free to get it, bring it in, have us throw it on here at Ed Martin Toyota for you.